Heaven
the
in a
fruit of the
glass.
gods. It's a Cafe Americano double stout,
All right,
which I only ever had a sip of like a week ago.
Yeah. So this is your second sip.
This is sip 2.
We should say it's from Cigar City.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cigar City.
Tampa.
So the stout brewed with coffee, cacao nibs, and vanilla beans added. So that means after the beer is brewed, they add stuff to it.
Stuff.
CigarCityBrewing.com, spelled exactly how it sounds. This is a traditional Cafe Americano. It's made by adding water to espresso. And then it says, we break all the rules with this double stout.
Yeah, because they add
They actually add. They
That's
actually
ridiculous
add.
and it's delicious.
There's a local espresso bean maker
Yeah.
up there, and they get the beans from him.
may I just say, absolute bliss. Thank you. Way to end the night.
So there's a great
that's
one-liner
my
on here. It says, "Dodge the red eye, and take a shot of dark. Take a shot of the dark."
There you go.
Well, this is something that I'd have as we're having it now. Is kind of like an aperitif. It's something you're not really going to have. You're not going to plow down a whole bottle of that.
Well,
No,
Dave
there's a
might.
lot of sweet. There's a lot of sweet.
I would definitely plow down a whole bottle of this.
And the immortal words of Homer Simpson.
That would be driving you home too.
No, it's a lot of sweet and it's very heavy, but it's so good.
It's
It
very
literally
good.
feels heavy in my glass.
Yeah, it's heavy
does.
and delicious.
It's
And mine,
11%.
honestly, I mean, look at this in there.
There's Cowboy Mark.
You
I'm
know,
not trying to be weird.
we got
It's
this-
it's
we
got
got
this
this beer-
wonderful like when you go to a like a Starbucks or a better coffee shop and they make those wonderful little swirly things in the top of your cafe
Right.
con leche. That's what my beer looks like right now.
Yeah.
Having beer.
Look, when, yeah, thank you, Cigar City.
Yeah. Thank you, Cigar City.
Dave can't even put a
Cigar
sentence
City?
together at this point.
So again, this is like one of those beers that you don't pair.
No.
You don't pair?
No, this is like dessert or like you said, an aperitif.
Yeah.
This is like I would have a hard time eating food with this beer.
yeah.
Oh.
Because it's so big,
I
it's
would
so great.
literally do a scoop of
As-
butter pecan ice cream.
Yeah, that would
As
work.
my friend Larry
But I'd
Poff
be
would
done
say,
with
you could eat you could drink this beer with a fork.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
You kind of have to chew
I
it a
knew
little
I'd enjoy
bit,
it.
Yeah, it's thick.
You enjoy it every
but
second
it's
of
so good.
so good. And we got some stats on this.
Stats.
To the sheet I go.
IBUs are surprisingly
sheet.
high.
Yeah, it's 80 IBUs. So 11%. Yeah, it's this is a big beer. Comes in a big bottle. Also, it's all gone.
How quickly
You know
that
what-
happens.
You know what I'm most upset about? Is the fact that I saw them come in here. And I was like, I'm going to buy one of those. And I didn't get a chance. And I came back. And the only thing that was left was the radio show beer. And I went, I didn't even get to buy one.
I had to buy the radio.
Without
I had to buy the radio show beer.
Literally, these beers
This one's
were
on
gone
Mark.
within 12 hours.
I guarantee
Yeah.
we had a case of them, and they were gone
I could,
in 12 hours.
I guarantee you I could,
Less than that.
without having known anything about them coming in and going out, I guarantee you I could tell you who bought them.
Oh, that's
No.
pretty
Really?
obvious.
No.
He bought
Really?
one. I guarantee you. Did you buy one?
I
Don't be
bought.
pointing at me. I had
bought
nothing
two.
to do with it.
I bought one for me,
Yeah.
and then one for
it's
the
all
show.
gone? This is it?
Those
This is
two
it.
people only got one bottle each.
Oh, okay.
So the two people we're thinking of only got one each.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
yeah. So that's
And
Brian.
I'm not
Brian and
ridiculing
Hank.
them. I'm not speaking bad about
No,
them.
no.
I'm just
Brian,
saying
Brian
if
and
it's-
Hank are great customers,
Yeah,
great guys.
they're
But
the
how
types
do you-
that'll
how
come
do
in
you
here and
think this
buy
is gonna age? Well,
I
half
figured they
a
would've
case
bought it all.
if they like it. Yeah, yeah.
In all honesty, Chris, how do you think this is going to age?
I think
though?
the IBUs are going to drop
I don't
out,
think it's going to age.
and
Yeah.
it's going to get really malty.
Yeah, it's going to get really malty as
It's
time
it's
goes
going to
on.
wind up being like that that 2010 barrel aged Hanapu, where it was like it was
Yeah.
just like thick malt. Where like you get no hops at all out of it. I think because it is actually hoppier for a stout. Than
Well,
you
remember
would think.
there's the one Honeypoo I think we had, which had an astronomically high
the
IBU, and we
IBUs.
didn't even realize it because it had so much malt in it that was covering it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a wonderful thing.
It was
that
like
the guys-
140 or something.
Yeah, 140. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a wonderful thing that these guys at Cigar City do. I mean, like they're balanced. They're hop to malt ratios are like pretty insane. I mean, like it's really intense, but they do a great job at it.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of my like worries at times because I buy things and I stash them, and then I forget about them.
I do that. It's called
As-
my. And you should see Danny. She says, "Wow, what's this in the back of the refrigerator?"
Yeah, no. I like have
When
a
am
whole
I cleaning the
cabinet, and
fridge?
sometimes it's wondering like what do you keep and what do you drink, and just as a legitimate beer question, like
Rule of thumb on that would be like drink your
Dave,
IPAs.
put it down.
Drink your IPAs. Drink your IPAs fresh. And then anything like high ABV is just let it go, or anything that's like a stout or a porter or anything like that. Anything imperial usually gains flavor from aging. But yeah, just basically the IPAs really kind of they start to fall apart at a certain point.
Well, that hop slam I pulled out. That
Hop Slam was. Well, it was really interesting to get to taste a really malt forward hop slam.
to find a hop slam that was that old.
How old was that actually? Was that last year's?
Last year.
So we recently had last year's hop slam over at Jacqueline's house, and it was kind of a malt bomb.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I forgot about it. I stashed it with everything else, and it was a nice reminder to look at what you have in your closet.
Yes, don't age all beers,
Don't
guys.
age everything.
And also anything that's not pasteurized, don't age it.
Oh, that's no.
Yeah, no, not a good idea.
Unless it's like something crazy funky, like from Belgium.
Well, keep it in your refrigerator.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
She
like,
didn't.
yeah.
Refrigerator? What?
So what about this beer?
What about
Oh my
this
god,
beer?
this beer.
This is delicious.
Oh my god, this.
Danny, did you drink all your beer?
Oh,
This
Jesus.
is so
no,
good.
is there more? I wish there was.
There's no. So
You could
beer,
do like my dog
my
and just
God,
try to
this
like
beer.
lick down the.
Look at this beer. It's
I know.
dark and malty.
So this beer you could probably
It's
find on
amazing.
some
Look at
trading
this.
sites and stuff, but it's not commercially available unless somebody stash a case someplace that I am unaware of. But
Find them and kill them and take it.
Find them and kill them.
we are the only people.
I mean that nicely.
We're the only people in the Keys that got a case. So
There you go.
Like it still is this beautiful
What do you think?
swirly.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's
this
a marvelous
is beautiful.
it's a beautiful
great.
beer.
Yeah.
Ay.
It's a beautiful, and this is the perfect time of day to have it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the last beer of the evening. After that, we're going to go home and I don't know.
Well, and you know
I'm
what
gonna
else,
go
Chris? It's been a rainy kind of
Yes.
cool,
Yeah, so it's had-
gray
it-
day
it
here
warms
in
you
the
up a little
Keys,
bit.
and this is a perfect
Yeah.
perfect beer for
My
that
But-
Taco
kind of
Bell
thing.
is ruining this. But
Taco Bell.
Don't mention Taco Bell in public.
Yeah.
Taco
you.
Bell.
Stop talking about it.
Okay.
Oh God.
Because he had Taco Bell.
He's
It's the
gonna
Taco Bell.
We just got a Taco Bell in Key West, 4 months ago? 3 months
Yeah,
ago?
something like that.
It's horrible.
It's
It doesn't need to happen.
Well,
the
it's funny
service
because
sucks.
It's funny because the place I work at, Death by Taco, is we do a special kind of Taco Tuesday special, which is taco and bells from the Bells Brewery
You do it
Yeah.
when?
on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Oh my
So it's
God.
like you get one taco and a beer for $10.
I'm coming over there tomorrow.
Well, see, that you have gourmet tacos.
Pick
Yeah.
me up, Dan.
And
We'll go together.
Dave's
got
eating
yes
Taco
tomorrow.
Bell,
Let's do it.
which is like the bottom of the barrel, and then
Yeah.
he's being critical of particular beer. So keep that in mind when he expresses his opinion.
Yeah. But
But
anyway.
it's a weird experience.
Three
in
under
Key-
the bus, Dave.
No, it's a weird experience in Key West when they open up a Taco Bell and you have to have the police come
Yeah.
to manage traffic
Traffic's too busy.
because we can't deal with that stuff.
And that's fast food,
There's
damn it.
something
It's
wrong
fast
with that.
Yeah,
food.
it's funny because they went out of business here before.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was weren't they
they were
hiring
horrible.
illegally?
Oh, is that
They
what
were-
happened?
Yeah,
I don't know what the deal was when
they
went out of
were
business.
hiring without paperwork.
All I know is
correct.
that the service was terrible.
I hope you weren't their loan officer.
I am not the banker you're looking for.
Yeah.
She's not the banker we're looking for.
You know, I was thinking.
You're thinking?
Yeah.
I'm so
Let's
sorry.
let's not do
Stop
that.
No, he's
Stop.
thinking.
We need to get together because
out, we're thinking.
there's a couple of restaurants in town that I've gone and looked at their menus,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that I could get a job there and I should talk to you because maybe you'd like to hire me. I'd like to be their loan officer for people who want to go eat there for lunch.
I think
lot
I've
of food.
experienced those.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
We have a whole program for that.
Excellent.
Stop
Well, I'd
on
like.
in.
Could I be the rep at the? I could be right there and take their apps right.
Absolutely.
As they talk to the maitre d', I'll take their
And
application.
be like, here's your application so you can have your dinner.
Now, back in my day, they used to fax it. How do they do it now? Scan it, I guess.
Scanning.
I'll do a scan. I'll scan
There's
it
no
over to
faxing.
you. You can review it, run their credit report.
Oh my God! I had a customer ask me to fax them something, and I went over to the giant machine in my office, and I'm like,
What do I do?
I don't think it's working. So I'm like talking to my do I hit 9, 8? What do I do before I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You got to hit 9 to get a line out.
It's 8 in my
8?
world.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's weird.
And then it doesn't. You don't know if you need to hit 1 or not 1, and it's horrible. So we just scan an email.
Dave's back.
Yeah,
There he is.
I recently actually had to
Dave.
fax something today. Which was interesting. It was fun. It was a good
Was
little
that your
project.
parking ticket?
Yeah. So I recently rented a car when I went up to New York, and I got a parking ticket for which is surprisingly little amount of money. It was $45. I was like, whoa. I remember getting parking tickets in New York that were $250.
This is Cowboy Mark.
Alrighty. Anyway, so I paid the ticket, but Enterprise charged me for paying the ticket. So then I had to fax them a redacted bank statement, and they are going to now credit my account. But this whole exchange happened over the fax machine.
Wow.
Which you know, you might remember those from like the late 80s.
Yeah.
Well, it's the noise that it makes. It
Oh,
always
yeah.
always amazes me.
Very
Is that
fax machine. You want the dial-up noise? Oh, that's great.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
It's okay. Dave's leaving.
Good night, KWBT.
All right.
US Spirit Tales.
Actually, we should wrap it up with that.
All right. So I believe another episode has come to a close. Now, as you all weep, if you're still awake, and we haven't bored you to death with our witty banter and clever sayings, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. My name's Key West Chris. Good night, Dave.
Start again.
I thought that was pretty good, actually.
Good night, Dave. Who's Dave?
Dave left.
Au revoir, adieu, Dave.
Don't talk while you're yawning.
No, I know, it was pretty funny,
play
though.
that right.
Good night.
Pretty
My
funny.
name's Key West Chris. Thanks so much for listening. Good night, Dave.
Where's Dave?
Dave's
Dave's
not
not
here,
here.
man.
Dave's not here, man. I'm Dani Hoy.
He absconded.
I'm special guest Jacqueline, and I miss Dave too.
Cowboy Mark here.
He doesn't
Signing
miss
off.
Dave.
Well,
Sort of, kind of.
I'm glad I actually got to say something.
Slightly.
He
We
wouldn't
didn't
let
have-
you talk tonight
I
at
know,
all.
at all.
Dave
On me. He was
Senior.
on me.
Dave
And-
Senior wasn't here with
Yeah,
us.
we missed Dave Senior.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
know.
I hope Dave feels better.
know he does.
He's been
He's been-
struggling a little bit. And
He's been
yeah.
here for about a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was better, but then he was.
We wish Dave well.
Yep.
We wish Dave Jr. well as well.
We wish everybody well.
Unless he's at Taco Bell, then I don't give
Taco
him.
No,
Hell.
he's not in Taco Bell. He's probably feeling the repercussions of that right now. Actually, I believe he
We
left.
hope he makes it home
Montezuma's Revenge.
to his own toilet.
Yes.
Thank
My-
you very much for listening to Key West Spirit Tales of Some of All Bears. Good
Thanks.
night.
Good night.
Good night. See you next week.
What?
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 Long
Okay.
farewell.
Okay.
We thank the
Avita,
king.
say
Hold on.
goodbye.
Ba-da.
Adieu to you and you and you.
You know, I've never actually seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Sound of
Don't tell me
Music?
that.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Don't tell me that.
I will never see that movie.
Yes, you
Never, ever?
Ever.
Why not?
No.
Oh, you
Okay.
should.
Chick flicks?
Oh, no.
chick flick.
It's a kid flick.
It's even worse.
I saw it when I was like 7 years old.
You're talking to the guy who hosted a night called Monday Night Rom-Com.
Ah.
If I don't want to watch it, it's really bad. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
You've been listening to Key West Beer Tales, the Sum of All Beers. You can find our shows on iTunes and Spreaker.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter at the KWBT. Also, drink along with us using the Untapped app on your smartphones. Email your ideas and questions to keywestbeertales@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Cheers and beers.